The lurch of the subway car jolted me awake, the same metallic screech, the same flickering fluorescent light. I glanced at my watch, 7:32 a.m. again. For what felt like the 100th time, my day began here, on this grimy train car, with a 10-minute countdown to a death I could never seem to avoid. A sudden stop, a piercing scream, then darkness. The loop was a perfect vicious circle, and I, Arthur, was its unwilling center. Every attempt to change my fate, getting off at a different stop, confronting a fellow passenger, even pulling the emergency brake, led to the same inevitable end. The universe had me in a chokehold, and its grip was tightening with every reset. This time I decided on a different approach. My eyes scanned the car, landing on the one constant besides the impending doom. A girl in a vibrant red scarf sitting by the doors. She was always there, her gaze fixed on me, a flicker of something unreadable in her eyes. I pushed through the morning commuters, my heart hammering against my ribs, and stood before her. "How do you know my name?" I demanded, the words raw in my throat. She didn't flinch. "I know a lot of things, Arthur," she replied, her voice a calm anchor in my chaotic reality. A small, sad smile touched her lips. "I know about the loop. I know why it's happening." Her composure was unnerving, a stark contrast to my frayed nerves. She seemed to understand the rules of this prison in a way I couldn't grasp. She reached into her bag and pulled out a stack of papers, pages filled with dense typewritten text. "We're not real, Arthur. Not in the way you think," she said softly, holding a page out to me. The heading read, "The Draft Folder." My name was there, woven into sentences describing this very scene. As I reached for it, the paper began to fray at the edges, the ink turning to a fine gray powder that drifted away like smoke. "We're characters," she explained, her voice tinged with a profound sorrow, "trapped in a story that was never finished. An idea abandoned by its creator." A wave of vertigo washed over me. I stumbled back, my gaze darting around the car, searching for a single, solid piece of reality to hold on to. But as I looked at the other passengers, a new horror unfolded. The woman reading her book, the businessman with his briefcase, the teenager listening to music. Their faces began to blur, their features melting away like wax. In their place were smooth, blank masks, devoid of any identity. They were NPCs, background filler, undescribed and unimportant to the narrative. I was a protagonist with no supporting cast, just faceless puppets sharing my stage. "He's trying to find an ending," the girl said, her voice cutting through my panic. "The author. He keeps killing you, hoping one version will stick." Just as she spoke, the world outside the train windows flickered violently, the cityscape pixelating and dissolving into static. The floor beneath us buckled. "He's deleting the file," she yelled, grabbing my arm. "We have to go now. There's a back door, the engine room, where the core narrative is controlled. We can hijack it, write our own way out." With the train car groaning and tearing itself apart around us, she pulled me toward the connecting door, a desperate hope igniting in her eyes. It was a race against oblivion, a mad dash to seize control of our own story before the final word was written.